talk of consistency, how about having the same field goal percentage, whether away or at home?
And some changes here for the Bucks. Vasquez comes in for Chris Middleton. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Michael Carter-Williams. And Memphis also making a switch. Mario Chalmers, he's checked in for Allen. Chalmers dishes to Conley. Clock at 6. 20 feet out. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
And, you know, to be able to knock down shots on the road the same way you do at home is why the Grizzlies racked up 24 road wins. I mean, it helps when you can attack the basket, as they do, and work things inside close to the rim.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. The Milwaukee Bucks ended last season 41 up and 41 down, a perfect 500 mark, and they were the epitome, Clark, of average at the end of the season, and as you can see, even during it.
Well, they're a young team, but at one point, 17-17, also had an 11-11 record against the East and 6-6 against the West.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. John Henson's checked in for Monroe. Mayo comes in for Antetokounmpo, and Chris Copeland subbed in for Jared Bayless. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Jermichael Green, he's checked in for Gasol. Barnes comes in for Zach Randolph. Vince Carter, he's checked in for Green. And it's Lee in for Mike Conley.
And the Bucks were average last season. I mean, they were 17-17, also 7-7 at home, 10-10 on the road, 5-5 in the games leading up to that. So in every measurable way, they were 500.
You know, just thinking back to that Milwaukee factoid again, I mean, the odds that we'll ever see something like that happen again are minuscule. I mean, that team was just destined to end up 41-41.
Vasquez with it. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
And now we get a chance to see how the Grizzlies are doing in the NBA rankings right now. First in free throw percentage. Third in fewest turnovers per game. And they also show up as a top 5 team in steals. Young, aggressive, and athletic, getting into the passing lane.
And you look at their ranking, tops in free throw percentage. I think it speaks to their focus and discipline as a team. They look to capitalize on every mistake.
And that one's good. Parker's got 6 points.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish. And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Vasquez. Lee with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Here's Parker. He's got 6. The kick out to Mayo. Good work defensively by Carter.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
The Grizzlies shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
And, you know, the NBA loves to experiment with different rules in different ways. The D-League last season used international rules for goaltending. And that small change makes a huge impact on the defensive end.
And Chalmers kicks to Lee. Pass to Green. And here's Chalmers from the arc. Milwaukee with the rebound. It's off to Charlotte for him after this game as they take on the Hornets. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them.
They have got to put a body on him, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
from the arc. That's tipped, but they recover it. Lee passes to Carter. And again, Memphis no good. To the paint. And there's Vasquez on the assist by Mayo. Vasquez has got 4 points this quarter.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range. Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Greg Monroe, he's checked in for the Bucks. Chris Middleton comes in for Chris Copeland. Milwaukee shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game. That free throw, no good. Clark, looking around the league, there's no team that teams want to play less than the Memphis Grizzlies. They just wear you down.
Well, they play a physical brand of basketball. They play hard. Everybody's on the same page. And even if you beat the Grizzlies, they take a lot out of you in terms of how they try to wear you down.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Parker. And Michael Carter-Williams subbed in for O.J. Mayo.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside to make them beat you from deep.
The Bucks have hit half their free throws in this one, going 3 of 6 so far. And that one misses. Randolph kicks to Gasol. Outside for Randolph. Outside Conley. 9 feet out. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Nice shot there without a second.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Memphis out in front, up by 15. And we'll get going after this from the BMO Harris Bradley Center. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Antetokounmpo is out there at Greg Monroe. Then it's Michael Carter-Williams. Then it's Jared Bayless. And it's Middleton in at the 3. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
And it looks to me like he still has some of the shooting touch that he displayed in the first.
Here's Carter-Williams. Can't get it to go. Excellent D there from Allen.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those. He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half, still bageled in the second.
And that one's good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Milwaukee timeout.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
And now your Milwaukee
Bucks are a strong team last year at home to start the year, certainly. The whole league was marveling at their start. Much improved, Greg, from the season before, but fell off, Greg, a touch late in the season.
And Kevin, credit Jason Kidd. I mean, he got this team off to that great start, particularly at home, and they built some confidence, and that helped propel them into the playoffs. Sad to say they were still near the bottom of the league, though, in attendance.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Yeah, the Bucks ended, guys, with a 23-18 record at home. Really impressive for a young team. They didn't have the largest margin of victory because they won a lot of close games here at the Bradley Center.
The Bucks making a switch here. Parker's checked in. Here's Conley. Gasol dishes to Allen. Here's Green. And that one comes up a bit short.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly, and I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, it was just a terrible shot.
Green, he's checked in for Memphis.
Substitution for the Grizzlies.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. shot's good.
Chris Middleton.
And one thing that made the Bucks so strong at home was their three-pointers. Near the top in three-point percentage here at home. And easy to get the crowd into it when you knock a couple down from deep.
Memphis moving it around. Allen for the three. Again, Allen missing. And here we go. And Jared Bayless the bucket on the assist by Middleton.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assist.
Here's Conley. And another miss by Memphis.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
From deep, Green. And he gets it to go. Green's got 9 points now in just the second half.
This defense is giving their shooters free rein to operate from behind the arc.
And when you allow shooters to get in a rhythm, then you're going to have problems because they can hit it even when you start to defend it with intensity. And great effort on the boards, and what a move that was, Kev. I mean, you just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him, Clark, at all times.
And you know what? Sometimes that's not even enough. He'll go around, over, or through you to get to the pumpkin.
Matt Barnes.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Barnes, he's checked in for Gasol. Carter comes in for Green. Courtney Lee, he's checked in for Allen. And it's Chalmers in for Mike Conley. Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're up by 15. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter. Bucks trail by 15. Here's Bayless. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
And that one's good. Parker.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Chalmers' shot is no good.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Parker kicks to Bayless. It's stolen by Green. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And the Bucks making a change here. Carter Williams is checked in. Here's Monroe. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
Something we've also seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to go down. Big points from outside.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Marc Gasol's checked in for JaMychal Green. Randolph comes in for Vince Carter. Tony Allen's checked in for Lee. And Mike Conley is subbed in for Mario Chalmers. First one falls for him. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. John Henson's checked in for Monroe. Johnny O'Brien comes in for Jabari Parker. O.J. Mayo, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Vasquez in for Chris Middleton. Kicks to Henson. There's the dish to Mayo. Misses from close range. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
And you can hear the disappointment in the crowd tonight, but we saw a team that was just ready to